Drama! What's with all the drama of the last, I don't know, evening, last night. Who needs drama? Let's cast off the drama and get back to what we do. Drama's no good for anyone, is it? But, what have I got for you? Yeah, this is all what I've bought. I've not done one of these for almost 2 weeks. This is what I've bought. Never intended to buy a lot, but I've seen one or two things and it's sort of mounted up. So I've got quite a pile of stuff, quite random stuff. And it's not all of it games. Some of it's a bit of a mixture. I had always intended to do Bedtime 143's Epic Tag, and I have actually filmed it, but I wasn't happy with the results. So I'll be doing that again. I'll be filming that again, and that video will be coming up probably next week. I've already filmed another gameplay video, so that's all ready to be uploaded. It's just I never intended to do this now. I always wanted to do those two first, but as it is, it's all the stuff. I've accumulated quite a bit of stuff. Oh, why not? Oh, I don't want to keep putting it off. I'm not going to add to it anytime soon, I don't think. But yeah, I've got something quite major to show you first. I'll have to get up and move the camera for this. I hope. Hoping it will stretch. Gonna have to excuse me while I set the beast free. Wrong side. There you go. Come on, you bastard. Slide out. What am I doing this stuff? I'm an idiot. I'm doing it the wrong way. It's better. Right. Now let's see if I can manoeuvre this. It's going to be fun. I should have thought this through. No, that's all right. I think I'm going to be okay. There you go. That is a new telly. Yep. I think that's better. It's 21-inch. It's a Sony CRT. Specifically, I've got it for playing old school games on. I ripped it off from some old lady. In the middle of the night, I went around her house and robbed her. No, it was given to me. Very kindly given to me. And I'm really chuffed with it. It's really nicely proportioned. There's not too much telly to screen. The ratio is pretty good. There's quite a lot of screen, in other words. And the only downside is that it's only got one speaker, so it's all like the mono sound. But it looks great. It makes my Mega Drive games. This is Running Gunstar Heroes. There goes the old MD. It makes the Mega Drive games look brilliant compared to what I've been playing before, and also makes my PS2 games look better. But obviously you have to get used to the tinny sound. But I've been playing Suikoden 2, and that you can adjust the sound on that, so you can at least fool yourself into thinking it's okay. And it's only got one SCART socket as well. But these are minor gripes really. I'm just really chuffed to have it. It's not too big, because some of those CRT tellies are giants. And they take up too much room. But this one's just right. Like I said, the only gripe is really the mono sound. But that's a minor one, and I'm chuffed to have it. So it doesn't normally sit there. It normally sits upstairs in my bedroom, so I can sit away all on my lonesome like a Jack Jones. Order me Jack Jones. Play some Gunstar Heroes and play some Suikoden 2, whatever takes a fancy. So, yeah, that's my first quite a major purchase. Not purchase, it was a donation, really. A very, very kind donation. And come with me on a journey through time and space, back to where it all started. Is it off? That's better. Oh, that was nice and slick, wasn't it? Slick shoes. Nice good 5 minutes of telly for you. I'm going to leave it running. I don't know if you can hear it in the background, but I can hear it. Yeah, purchases. This is all games. No, nothing else. No, this is all games. A nice mixture of stuff. Like I said, I never intended to spend lots of money, but a lot of these are charity shop purchases or cheap game station purchases. There's one sort of quite major purchase, but that came through the post. It was sort of a necessity. But I'll start off with 3 games I got from Game Station. They were in there sort of buy one, buy 2, get 1 free. Yeah. Game Station Syndicate Wars, a game I had as a nipper, not as a nipper, as a youth. Colony Wars, another game I had as a youth. I love Signosis games. And a game I've never played before, but I had my own Gundam Battle Assault. Not supposed to be the best fighter, but I like mechs, and it's got that 2D look to it, sort of anime fighter. Not doing too good a job of explaining myself. I think it's Gunstar Heroes is putting me off. I mean, the gameplay videos I've watched, it looks a bit stunted. I mean, mechs aren't the easiest things to articulate, and I think in fighting games, articulating the characters physically is pretty essential, and I think it comes through how difficult it is, because these are obviously all mechs, but it's you know, it's a mech fighting game, and it looks pretty good, to be honest. It looks pretty good, and those 2, Syndicate Wars and Colony Wars, are both $1.99. This is $2.99, so one of those is free, so that was $4.98 altogether. Bit of a find in a charity shop. I got really lucky. I went into one of my local charity shops, and someone had donated a whole load of PS1 fighters, one-on-one fighters. That was obviously their game of choice, their game type of choice. And most of them I'd already got. Some of them weren't complete, but there's only one that really caught my eye. And it's Marvel Superheroes. This was £3. Of all the Marvel one-on-one fighters on the PS1, none of them are really brilliant. None of them have a critical reception. They're all sort of, you know, a bit underwhelming. But they have a good sort of following, a massive following, a good user base. And so obviously they're quite expensive to buy, and so £3 represents pretty good value. But although this, of all the Marvel Capcom or sort of SNK, not SNK, yeah, pretty much SNK, Capcom, Street Fighter, Marvel Superheroes, all of them, this one's probably the cheapest. But it's in really nice nick actually. Actually, I've changed the case. There was a big crack across the middle, but that was £3 in a charity shop. I'll put it on a little pile. This is my major purchase. This is a necessity. It's Death Smiles. I bought it because I thought if I didn't buy it first off, that I might not see it. If I don't buy it pretty soon, I might not see it in the shops, and it'll excuse me, the price might go up. you know, sort of the eBay price, annoyingly, as they do. Because, am I right in saying that this is the first cave shooter that has ever had a PAL release? Or a Western release? I don't know. I know there's been some Region 3 ones on the 360. But I'm not sure there's ever had American releases, US releases. But for obviously shooter aficionados, we'll probably already have the Japanese version of this. But for enthusiastic amateurs like myself, this was too good an opportunity to miss. I got this delivered. I ordered it from Gameplay. It's not a site I've ever used before. But I ordered it before release, and it came the day before release. I ordered it a few days previous, and it came on the Thursday before the Friday release day. And I paid $15.99 for this. In store, you can probably get it for $19.99. Online is generally about $17.99, but I think Gameplay was the cheapest, and they delivered almost instantly, which is I'm really chuffed with. Well, the one thing is a bit weird. I think It's Dan X, XX Dan X picked up on it. Is the fact it's a deluxe edition. How can it be a deluxe edition if there's no other edition? It makes no sense. That implies that there is an alternative. That there's a less deluxe edition. But there isn't, and all the discs are all. I never like the way they're all sort of stacked up like that. That annoys me. Actually, I think it's my it's my 360. So I've been playing it. Really good, really good. It's the first cave shooter I've ever played, and I highly recommend it. If anyone has been looking to get that, I would check out online pretty soon, or install pretty soon, because it's the sort of game that will disappear after a while. Yeah, blimey, 12 minutes already. Right, what are we? A PS2, another charity shop PS2 purchase. Hogs of War, which I'm really pleased to have actually. So it's a game that I've been looking at. It looks my sort of game. It's sort of 3D worms, I think. Obviously, they're sort of jumping on the worms bandwagon, these Hogs of War. But it's got that sense of humour which I like in games. Obviously, annoyingly, it's the best of infograms. But it's got a standard manual, so you can get around that. That's okay. It's just that front cover, and the disc itself is best of. But inside, as well as the game disc, I've got a slightly scratched up copy of Time Crisis for free, sitting in with the game disc. And Time Crisis is a game that I used to have, and I got pretty good at it only through continuous play, because I got the G-Con game pack one Christmas, and I just played it religiously, and just got pretty slick at it, if I'm honest. But obviously not through skill, that's just through continuous play. But that was from a charity shop. That was $1.99 from a charity shop. And the same charity shop, not game related, I bought this. The BBC Sound Effects Volume 13, Death and Horror. $3.49 from Our Price. Who remembers Our Price? I just happened to glance down at it. It was sitting in with all the other vinyl, and I picked it up and thought, "Wow! It's just you should see the list of stuff they've got sound effects for. It's just really funny." And I asked the old ladies there, and there's a pound. So obviously, when I took it to the counter, they said, "Oh, what have you bought? What were you after?" It's like, okay. I mean, when I read some of this out to you, and I'm standing here reading, sort of looking through this list of stuff, and there's this old lady peering in, trying to see what I've bought, and I was hoping she wouldn't read some of the more extreme stuff, because it is pretty extreme. Like, for instance, 15 seconds worth sample of sawing leg off, guillotine, arm chopped off, head chopped off, sawing head off, Soaring head off, leg chopped off, neck twisted and broken. It's stuff like that, and then there's like monsters like mad gorilla, monsters roaring, werewolves, cat howl, grave digging, portcullis closing. It's all really random. Some really funny ones. I like weird wind. How do you get, what is weird wind? Weird wind that's weird. Boiling oil, Chinese water torture, daytime in the graveyard, nighttime in the graveyard, electronic heartbeats, lunatics laughing, heavy breathing brackets female, 2 women screaming, 1 woman sobbing, strangulation, male strangulation. So you get the message. I was showing this to this old woman who wanted to see what I bought, and I was like, don't look at the more extreme stuff. She's going to think I'm a lunatic. A gong roll, squelching footsteps, ghostly footsteps with chains. So I'm thinking of giving this away if I ever decide to do another thing. What do you call it? Competition. Yeah? I'm sure someone will love that. I'll prop that up there. No, that's not it. I'll probably put it back there. Yeah, that was an interesting one. The same day, in another charity shop just down the road, Super Monkey Ball 2. £1.99, again £1.99. I've not paid more than £3 for any of these games, bar Decimals. So I've got quite a lot here, and it's quite a lot for my money, really. Super Monkey Ball 2 is a game that I do have. Super Monkey Ball Deluxe on the 360, the original Xbox. But I do like to have original versions of games. And I opened it up, and it felt really fat and heavy. I opened it up, and it's got a game memory card, so that was a bonus to start off with, especially for £1.99. Then also, so that's all the manual, it's all there in really nice nick. Also, I've got a really, really grim, disgusting, been to hell and back, seen things it shouldn't have seen manual of Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance. You know, this manual has been through the mill. It is disgusting. I'm really dubious about letting it sit in my room. I don't know, it looks possessed. It's really filthy. It looks sort of artificially aged, almost like parchment. Look at that. But then it came with the game disc as well, and this is also, it's not so much scratched. It's got some weird, grimy, sweaty mark on it that I can't really get out. But if anyone wants the possessed manual and Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance, they can have it. You're that way inclined. I've not tried it though. I've not tried it out. But it came free in a game along with the memory card as well. So it's £1.99. It's a game I might play, I might not. But the whole £1.99 seems a bit of a bargain. Another bargain in a charity shop. Again, this is the third copy, Final Fantasy VIII, in about a year that I found in a charity shop. This was £1.99. Although, having said that, this will only be for spares because it's missing disc 1 and the manual. But apart from that, it's in really nice nick. But it's missing disc 1 and the manual. I think I'm going to swap out a case because it's a pretty nice case actually. I think it needs buffing up, but apart from that, it's in really nice nick for £1.99. I'm not too disappointed because obviously it's a game I've already got. But like I said, I'll keep it for spares. Unless somebody really wants it and we can sort something out. But yeah, that's a spares, that is. Put it there, all the rest. Same shop. Tack and Tag Tournament. A game that it's been somewhere I'm aware of. It's been on my radar. It's about time I bought it. It was just, again, $1.99. It's never expensive, but I'm pretty excited to try that out. So, you know, it's not a game that you see everywhere, don't you? It's always cheap. Another cheap game. Just really surprised to see this. It's Yakuza 2. Yakuza 2. For 99p. I have no idea why it was 99p. This was Game Station, obviously, as you can see by the label. But for some weird reason, I took it to the counter, and the guy said, "Yeah, I didn't think it would last long." And I said to him, "You any idea why it's so cheap?" And he said, "No idea whatsoever." And he said, "It's just what comes up on the system. We price them up as they come up on the system." So, and it's not an old game. It's only 2008. And anywhere else, it's sort of like £5-10 on, maybe more on eBay. Computer Exchange is a tenner. So it's just really bizarre to have it for 99p. 99p is usually for games that are just not sports games, isn't it? But recently, or yesterday, I went out. I was up in London, and when I wasn't doing what I needed to do, I took a few scan around some of the game shops and charity shops, and I was getting a bit frustrated because I've not found anything. And I went into Walthamstow, into their cash converters, and I got a copy of Driver for 99p. I had a label over the end. I've not got Driver, and I used to have it. Again, it's another one I used to have. I can remember being really pissed off trying to pass that first test in the underground. You know, is it pelting around the underground car park, isn't it? Yeah. So it's a game I always intended to buy back, not purely, but for nostalgia reasons, but also because it's a decent game. Got it home, opened it up, no game disc. Who put the label on it with no game disc? Bloody moron. An idiot. Well, I do actually have the game, but it was a Best of Infogrames, Infogrames? Yeah, it is actually a Best of Infogrames version. So I swapped it out, so I've got a Best of disc in it, but everything else is legit. It's just frustrating. But I'll keep an eye out for a replacement. This is again yesterday. On my way home, took a detour, stopped off in Wood Green, and again went all the way through Wood Green, nothing. Stopped off in another charity shop right near the station, excuse me, and saw this bizarre thing. It's Saga Frontier 2, an Australian version of Saga Frontier 2, and it comes in it's a PlayStation branded CD case pretty much. I've never seen one of these before. I didn't even know they existed. I knew the US ones are pretty similar. They're like the CD cases, but I never knew this existed. I do have this game. I wouldn't mind keeping this one just because it's a curiosity, but it seems a bit stupid to have two copies of the same game. So, Cardboard Game Dan, Cardboard Game UK Dan, again, if you would like this, let me know. It works, I've tried it out, and it's an interesting game. The first about 20 minutes you have no control over it, just plays itself out, and it's just the odd button press, and you think, is this game broken? But it just sort of throws you straight in, and then the game eventually kicks in. But so yeah, Cardboard Game UK Dan, if you'd like that, let me know. If not, I'm happy to keep it. Like I said, I wouldn't mind keeping it myself. Or if anyone else would like it, again, if you dare chance your hand, suggest a trade. I'm always willing. It's a curiosity. I mean, it's got the sort of the embossed spine, the PlayStation spine. But manual, everything's all there. So, and it works. So that was $1.99. I didn't have any cash, and it was 25 to 5, and I didn't have any cash, and they were closing at 4:45. So right, I'm going to have to go to the bank, and there's a bank just down the road. But the queue outside, the bank was closed, but the queue outside is massive. Oh shit, I have to go and find another bank. I went to Sainsbury's, but there's a queue at Sainsbury's, so I crossed over to NatWest, which is all the way down the road. Waited, some woman dithering at the bank machine, and all the while the time was ticking down. She was dithering. Eventually, got my money and pelted back. It was still there. Obviously, it was only 10 minutes, or less than 10 minutes, 5 minutes. It was still there. But then I noticed something I've missed before, missed the first time round, that I've got with it. Also £1.99. £102, and this is complete. Because I had the manual before, which I gave to a huge Resi fan. Had the manual, but never had the game. But now I've got both. And those, I'm guessing these were from the same person, the same Australian person. So £1.99 for £102. This one's a keeper. This one's mine. This one's going in my collection. Whew, I think it's the longest video I've ever made, but there's a lot to include. I never intended it to be this long, and I apologise. And it's going to take days to upload. But yeah, thanks for watching. Keep an eye out for any competitions where you might be able to win this. Well, I'm not promising anything. Yeah, thanks for watching. That's my pickups there. Thanks for watching. Like I said, there will be a tag video and a gameplay video coming up in the next few days. Thanks for watching, and let's get back to what we do. No more drama. Thanks for watching, and see you later. Bye.